Hi guys, this is Tony with this week's tips for you, and I'm coming to you a day late. I had hoped to make this video before we left Hawaii. However, I had a little mishap. Saturday was my nephew's wedding, and Saturday morning I was out fishing, and my back, which had gotten so much better, had a little run-in with a large wave that came in on the rocks. It's so funny. One wave came in on the rocks, overtook my tackle, my fishing pole, my stuff, and I had to lunge and try to grab everything from getting swept into the sea, including myself. And of course my back went out again. So I was doing so much better. And just like that, I was upside down again. And the last 3 days I've been to the chiropractor 3 times, cryotherapy 3 times, which is about 180 degrees below zero in a chamber, trying to reduce swelling and inflammation, only for 3 minutes, so I'm still alive. Anyway, things happen, and that's just a little update from last week's video when I mentioned how my back had gone out, and I was on the ground for 2 hours before I could even get up into my truck and get to therapy. But so that's kind of a quick update on that. I'm now in Seattle waiting for our next plane, going to be boarding soon. And I was looking out the window at this fog, and it reminded me of something that I said to my grandson a few weeks back when he wanted to go out and play and it was raining, and I said, "Leo, no, we're not going outside today. It's a yucky day." And then I caught myself, and I think some of you have heard this, and I said, wait a second, that doesn't serve anybody well to say that. I said, "Leo, this is a great day to play inside." And it was just a matter of just a small change in perspective and go, the first statement doesn't serve anybody well, and the second one is a much more positive way to look at it. So part of our well-being, you guys, is the big picture of being emotionally healthy and mentally healthy, and just thinking the right thoughts, saying the right things, and just learning to grow in these areas. And that's something that I've had to work on. And so I'm really thankful for my coach Tammy, who has helped me with that. And by the way, for those of you that have been following along, Tammy has stage 4 cancer that's been fighting the last 2 years, and 2 months ago she got the worst scan ever, and she said, "I need a miracle." Well, she just got scanned about a week and a half ago, and it's the best scan she's had in 2 years. And so she said, "Thanks for the prayers, keep them coming, maybe I'm getting my miracle." She's even forgetting to take her morphine, which is awesome. But what's really awesome is that we arrived in Kona on Monday, and Tammy and her husband arrived in Kona on Monday, and we'd never met in person before. We do video chat every week for personal growth and consulting and coaching and things like that. So anyways, great. She came out to the house that we were renting. We had a wonderful house right on the ocean, and we sat up, she and her husband and I sat up on the crow's nest, which is the 3rd floor of this beautiful house, just overlooking the ocean. And it's just a reminder that we need downtime. We need to plan some things in our lives that are going to help us emotionally, help us be our best and healthiest self. And then finally, I just want to talk about when you're in program mode, and I know not everybody that watches this is on program right now, and I'm glad that you still listen to these videos, but I want to just kind of put you at ease and just say, you know what, guys, this isn't something we really need to stress about. We're on a health journey for the rest of our lives. And weight loss mode, the weight loss component of our program, it works fabulously. You've heard the testimonies, you've experienced some yourself. There's nothing like this program for ease of losing weight. The hard part is we still have our weaknesses and our flesh and our addiction to food that we have to overcome. But I just want to remind you something. This is a lifelong journey. When you finish program, you get to your healthy weight. Doesn't mean that all of a sudden you're going to be perfect. There's going to be a lot of life to live, and there's going to be lots of barbecues and celebrations and showers and graduations and you name it, right? Or just the old, some of the habits that maybe we haven't changed yet. And I just want to encourage you to think about, what do you want most? Because at the moment you go, I want this right now. But then what do you want most? What's the big picture? Why do you want to be healthy? Why do you want to be at a lower weight? What things can you do in your life, with your life, when you're at a healthier weight than when you're not? I remember a client said to me one time, "Doing program is hard." And I said, "Yeah, there are times it's hard. I understand that." And I said, "Is being overweight hard?" And she said, "Well, yeah." And I said, "Well, then you're just gonna have to choose your hard. You want to just live the hard life of being overweight and all that comes with that, or the hardness of sticking to a program and following through and learning and changing your lifestyle. So again, as adults, we can do anything we want, guys. We can eat anything we want, whenever we want, but just ask yourself, is this serving me well? Is it what I want for the big picture of my life and of my health? And then move forward. And I really encourage you to reread chapter 3 in Dr. A's Habits of Health. That has been probably the best chapter. I've referred that chapter to more people than any other chapter in his whole book. The Habits of Health, chapter 3. It's about the oscillating pattern and how we kind of go in and out of wanting to be healthy, or maybe we're making progress and then we kind of lighten up. I had somebody recently had a cheat day, and this program is black and white. It doesn't really allow for a cheat day, but because you can do whatever you want, you can cheat anytime you want. You just got to remember it costs you 3 days to get back into fat burning. My concern is when you have a cheat day or a cheat meal, that often it leads to a very slippery slope. And I have watched people slide down the side of the mountain and never recover, all because of having one cheat day or one cheat meal, and then it just kind of opens up Pandora's box. So beware, be cautious, keep your guard up, stop challenge and choose. Remember, Dr. A talks about that. And then I think that's it. So I'm 3 days into my new back problem. Can't wait to get home and get all the therapy and help that I had before and get back on the road to recovery. But thank God I had some hydrocodone from the dentist that I brought just in case. That got me through the last 6-hour flight, and now an hour and a half more until Boise, and then I'm home and in bed. You've been awake all night. Anyway, God bless you. Happy week, and please reach out. Let me know how you're doing. Shoot me a text, leave me a voicemail, whatever. Give me your update this week. Let me know how you're doing, okay? And then we'll resume chatting next week, and I look forward to hearing from you. God bless, guys. Be well.